Shalom, shalom, shalom. Who's up on a late night? Shalom, shalom, shalom. Who's up on a late night? All praise to H.O.I. H.O.I. Shalom, Israel, up on a late night. Coming to y'all with a quick live for some encouragement and to let y'all know, the year, Esau's so-called calendar year is closing out. So I'm going to announce the final feast days for so-called calendar year 2022. And we got the new moons and feast days coming up for 2023 of Esau's calendar year. Even though y'all know we calculate time differently according to the Hebrew calendar. And I'm going to give y'all a few precepts on encouragement. Going to give y'all a couple of precepts on encouragement during this so-called Turkey Day that's coming up and this pagan holiday season in general. But we're going to deal with Turkey Day first and foremost, and then as the weeks go on, of course, we'll encourage you about staying away from Christmas, so-called New Year's. Shalom, everybody. Shalom, brother outside. I hope I'm pronouncing it right. Shalom. I think I see Ari in there. Shalom. So, throughout the next couple of weeks, we'll be encouraging you to stay away from that pagan Christmas and that so-called pagan New Year. Shalom. And today, I just want to give you a couple of precepts, about 5 to 7 precepts on just staying away from the Turkey Day. Is so-called Tuesday night going into Wednesday morning. Is later for y'all on, well, hell, it's morning for y'all on the East Coast already. But this is a Shalom Yaradan. I got tongue-tied. Shalom and Yaradan in the same word. Shalom, H.O.I. Philly in the building. Kwame Shala. Had a blast with y'all, man. Had a good pull-up and fellowship with my brothers in Philly. H.O.I., we got to do that more. We got to go to each other's cities and support each other more, especially when we close by each other. Right? A lot of y'all get too cliquish sometime and you only stay within your city. But we got to, if you close by a city of another H.O.I. camp, go out there and support them brothers sometime. All right, but we'll bring that up more in the closed door meetings. Shalom, Brother Benjamin Davis. So this is a sensitive time of the year. Every year we got to go through this. Every year. Like the Most High, he gives us, he gives us the feast days to keep every year, and we got to keep doing them every year. So this is a sensitive time of the year. Especially, I want to concentrate, like we do every year, I want to concentrate on you newer brothers and sisters, all right, to get you in the spirit of learning to keep and get into the spirit of our true feast days. You see, I got my little Hanukkah decorations up already, you know what I'm saying, just to get in the spirit, Hanukkah's another month away, but, if people can have people got they houses, they backyards, everything already covered with Christmas lights and decorations. And it's not to be like the people in the world, but we got to have the spirit of righteousness to combat, the spirit of wickedness of this earth. All right. So, just to get in the spirit, not to say the elder's better than anybody or anything of that nature, but just to get in the spirit. So I just threw a little bit of my Hanukkah decoration up, to get in the spirit for the year. But anyway, this is a sensitive time of the year, and we want to encourage our Israel. So that's why I'm gonna announce the feast, the rest of the feast days for 2022, so you can be in that spirit. All right. So I'll type them in on the title of the video. I'll actually type the days in. I didn't feel like doing all that damn typing. when I started the live, but I'll type in the actual days for the rest of the year. So I'm going to announce the rest of the feast days for 2022. There's only 4 of them, which is tomorrow sundown, November 23rd, Wednesday, November 23rd, 2022 at even is the new moon 9th month. New moon 9th month. All right. December 17th. All right, because the new moon 9th month brings in the month of Hanukkah, according to how you calculate your feast days. All right. So tomorrow's sundown will be the new moon 9th month, which brings in the month of Hanukkah. So now 24 days from tomorrow's sundown at even will be December 17th. December 17th. This year, December 17th, which is a Saturday night, December 17th will be the opening of Hanukkah at even, according to H.O.I.'s calculations and calendar. The opening of Hanukkah at evening will be Saturday night, December 17th at even. Right? That's the opening. In the middle, you always have a new moon in the middle of Hanukkah because Hanukkah is 8 days and it comes on the 25th day of the 9th month. So our Hebrew calendar is 30 days, or some historians say 29 and a half days. So you're always going to get a new moon within the middle of Hanukkah. So the new moon 10th month, Dek, which means 10, right? The new moon 10th month will be Thursday, December 22nd at even. All right. Now, the closing of Hanukkah or Hanukkah, Feast of Dedication, will be on Saturday, Sabbath, December 24th at even, so-called Christmas Eve. So I'm going to show you how the Most High lined up the feast days this year. The new moon 9th month, which starts Hanukkah, falls on so-called Thanksgiving, thanks killing, thanks stealing. The closing of Hanukkah or Hanukkah falls on Christmas, right? According to how H.O.I, Watchmen, I think, just like 2 or 3 other camps that we do the calendar with, we try to be on one accord each year. This is not a challenge against other brothers' calendar, other camps. The crescent moon, the half moon, the full moon, whatever the case may be. That's just H.O.I and a couple other camps. That's how we humbly calculate the feast days. But how we calculated it for this year, 2020, so-called 2022, the new moon 9th month, which brings in the so-called month of Hanukkah, the month of Hanukkah, fell on so-called Thanksgiving, and the closing of Hanukkah or Hanukkah falls on so-called Christmas. You can't make this up, because the eve of that day is that actual day. Like tomorrow's sundown will be the new moon 9th month. So as we open up the new moon 9th month tomorrow, sundown will be going into, throughout the day Thursday will be the new moon also, because it's from sundown to sundown. December 24th, so-called Christmas Eve, as we're closing out the Hanukkah, throughout the day on December 25th will still be the 8th day of Hanukkah, because it's from sundown to sundown. So you see how the Most High work? That's how the Most High work. And I've been seeing that for years. He'll let a lot of our high feast days fall against Esau's wicked pagan days. Like this year, according to our calendar, Feast of Tabernacles fell against Columbus Day. It started on a Saturday, the Shabbat, but it went through the 8 days, went through to that Monday, Columbus Day. So that's how the Most High will line it up. So before we get started, those are the feast days. I'll type them in the description box. I'll type them in the description. I ain't feel like doing all that typing now. I'll type it in later when I finish the video. But a lot of you, for the Feast of Dedication coming up, you're asking about the menorahs. All right, so you can get your menorahs. Inbox me, email me at houseofisraelnyc@gmail.com. houseofisraelnyc@gmail.com. So what we have this year so far, I got the menorah letter opener. All right, so you can slice open your letters. A lot of people don't even do letters no more. We do everything by email now. But If you still get old-fashioned, old-school letters in the mail, we got your menorah letter openers, all right? Also, we have what I call the teeny weeny menorah. Like they used to say teeny weeny afro back in the days. We got the teeny weeny menorah, all right? That's about 2 inches. We got the 5-inch menorah with the 12 tribe symbols on the bottom. That's the 5-inch, like for your desktop or something like that. All right, we got that available. And we got the 10-inch menorah with the Shalom and the Jerusalem on the other side. That's the 10-inch. I also have 15-inch, 16-inch, 18-inch, 24-inch, 36-inch, and 48-inch. Of course, I'll show some of those in the weeks coming up. If you're interested in getting your menorahs this year so you can have them for the Feast of Dedication, let's go to 1 Maccabees chapter 4. You got to burn your menorahs in your home during the Feast of the Dedication, or what they call the Hanukkah or Chanukah. All right, so just to put y'all in the spirit, we're going to read 1 Maccabees 4 and 52. Now, on the 5 and 20th day of the 9th month, which is called the month Caslu, and the 148th year, they rose up betimes in the morning. So the 5 and 25th day of the 9th month this year will be, according to our calculations, December 17th at even. Shalom Farah, Shalom Mahar. I see some of y'all coming in. Shalom to anybody else I missed. It says, and offer sacrifice according to the law upon a new altar of burnt offerings which they had made. Look at what time and what day the heathen had profaned it. Even in that it was dedicated with songs and citherns and harps and cymbals, because like we bring out every year, those of you that have been in the truth for a couple of years, you should know the story of Hanukkah. The same day that the temple got defiled, 3 years later, the Lord had the temple cleansed. So he mocked the heathen and had us cleanse the temple on the 9th day, 25th, 9th month, 25th day, and then made the Feast of Dedication, or what's known as Hanukkah or Chanukah in the ancient Paleo Hebrew. So he mocked the heathen by cleansing the temple on the same day they defiled it, and gave us an 8-day celebration. All right. Then all the people fell upon their faces, worshiping and praising the power of heaven, who had given them good success. Joshua 1, 7 through 9. When you keep the commandments of the Most High, he give you good success and he fights for you. And so kept they the dedication of the altar 8 days, and offered burnt offerings with gladness, and sacrifice, the sacrifice of deliverance and praise. So that 8 days would be this year, December 17th at even, until December 25th, so-called Christmas at even. But your 8th day celebration will be on sundown the 24th, because that brings in an 8th day. But then once so-called Christmas Day, the 25th, pass, your Hanukkah, your 8 days of Hanukkah will be over. If you want to continue to celebrate, knock yourself out. All right. They decked also the forefront of the temple with crowns of gold and with shields, and the gates and the chambers they renewed and hanged doors upon them. Thus was there very great gladness amongst the people, for that the reproach of the heathen was put away. Moreover, Judas and his brethren with the whole congregation of Israel ordained that the days of the dedication of the altar should be kept in their season from year to year by the space of 8 days. Notice, just like in Leviticus 23, it always speaks about the feast days being kept in their season, meaning at their appointed time, but also the actual seasons of the year. You should not have feast of dedication in the summer. You shouldn't really even have it in the fall. It should be more so during the winter months. You shouldn't really have Feast of Dedication in October. All right. You shouldn't have Day of Atonement in May. When it says season, meaning the actual proper season and at the appointed time of the year. All right. It says, from the 5 and 20th day of the month Caslu with mirth and gladness. At that time also they built up the Mount Zion with high walls and strong towers round about, lest the Gentiles should come and tread it down, as they had done before. And they set forth a garrison to keep it, and fortified Bethsura to preserve it, that the people might have a defense against Idumea. And we know Idumea is Esau, is another name for the Edomites. Esau, the so-called white people, okay? We know that's who they are. Esau, Edom, so-called white man. And not the Arabs or any other nation. That's been cut so much that people don't even try to bring that up no more. Anybody still trying to say Esau's not the white man, you old and you played the hell out. I see it pop up in the comments here and there, but Idumea is Esau. But I'm going to jump up to the 50th verse. Yeah, 50th verse, that's what I wanted. And upon the altar they burned incense, and the lamps that were upon the candlestick they lighted, that they might give light in the temple. The candlestick is the menorah. All right, so you got to burn your menorahs in your home during a Hanukkah. And you can burn them anytime. You can burn them for the Sabbath. You can burn them for other feast days. You can just burn them in your house just because. So if you want to get your menorahs, you can get them from me like I do every year. Like I said, I got the menorah letter opener. That's small, right? You can use that to open your letters. I got the mini teeny weeny menorah, all right? I got the 5-inch menorah with the tribes on the bottom, the different symbols of the 12 tribes. And then I got the 10-inch with the Shalom and Jerusalem on the other side. So inbox me on here or email me at houseofisraelnyc@gmail.com to order your menorahs. Like I said, I have more videos showing them. I got the 15-inch, 16-inch, 18-inch, 24-inch, 36-inch, and 48-inch. So inbox me if you're interested in getting your menorahs for your Hanukkah Holy Day season by Shema Mashiach Yahushua. All right, and before anybody gets simple, let me put up my disclaimer. You just making merchandise off of the nation. Shut your goofy behind up, because we need to develop a business environment and connection amongst ourselves as a nation, and stop giving all the damn money to Adidas and Balenciaga or whatever the hell else. That's why Kanye and Kyrie is going through what they going through, because Esau got a stranglehold on them with their commerce. Don't you know, I saw a TikTok where a Moabite, a so-called Chinese man, he said the buying power of so-called black people, Judites, the buying power of so-called black people, Judites, will be $1.8 trillion in 2023. 2023 or 2024, something like that. This Moabite was bringing out how so-called black people, this Moabite, he says so-called black people, Judah, so-called African Americans, they didn't even go into the other 11 tribes. He said so-called African Americans can destroy any company economically if they wanted to, just by boycotting that company. Do you know when we had the Montgomery, the bus boycott during the Martin Luther King time? Do you know that one city, I believe it was Montgomery, Alabama, that one city or wherever it was at in the South, that by the people not taking the buses, they crippled the entire economy of the South. Not just that one city, it affected the entire economy of the South. To where they had them crackers running red to get them back on them buses. Because our people were walking, they were carpooling, they were sticking together. They said, we not taking your buses because you racist as hell and you want niggas to go to the back. So I say all that to say there's nothing wrong with us building a business district amongst ourselves. We know we under the curses. We know Deuteronomy, the 28th chapter, but those curses can be lifted to a certain degree if we keep the commandments and come back to the Most High Yahushua. So that's all we're saying, all right? Money cannot save us, but it is a defense in this society. So with that being said, inbox me for your menorahs for Hanukkah, and have a blessed rest of the feast day season for 2022. And also, we have the new moon calendar ready. The new moon calendar is ready for 2023 from H.O.I. So like y'all, I'm not showing no fancy screen on a computer. I'm old school with it. All right. The rest of the brothers do all that fancy editing. But you got the new moons for 2023. Also, and the feast days will be the feast days. Who's that? Nava. Inbox me. I don't talk about prices over the line. I don't talk about prices openly. And there's a reason for that, but that's neither here nor there right now. But inbox me. I give you the prices of everything. The calendar is free. The new moon calendar and the feast day calendar. The feast day calendar will be finished by this weekend, but the new moon calendar is ready. Y'all can submit it to y'all jobs for 2023. And the feast day calendar, we're finishing up on that. We're putting the finishing touches on that. That should be ready by the end of this week. The menorahs, I give you the prices of the different menorahs and the other sizes if you're interested. The feast day calendars are free. Just pay for the damn stamp. All right? Just pay for the postage and maybe you can give a little something for the copies. But, you know, there's really no charge for the calendar. Everybody can have that. Just pay for your postage. If you want it priority in a couple of days, whatever, just send your little donation for that and you'll get your feast day calendar in the mail. All right? You know, we're really not trying to make nothing off of Israel off of a calendar. But, you know, if you want to support, of course. But we'll just send it to you. Just pay for the damn stamp. Right? Salakia, no folly. I'm quoting from another brother with that. No folly. But anyway, without further ado. So, Israel, in 2 days, matter of fact, in 1 day, it's already morning time on the East Coast. I'm still 3 o'clock in the morning here on the West Coast. But, don't get tempted by the Turkey Day. Don't get tempted by Turkey Day, okay? Let's go to 1 Peter 4. Let's go to 1 Peter, the 4th chapter. Don't get tempted by Turkey Day, all right? So just a few scriptures just to encourage y'all, all right? A few scriptures just to encourage y'all. I'm not going to try to be on here too long. All right, let's go to 1 Peter, the 4th chapter. And start at the first verse. And let me let y'all know something, Israel. Those of y'all that been in this truth, if you got at least 2 years or more, you should not be struggling with whether you should go to your family house for Thanksgiving or not. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you know, I'll be honest with y'all as an elder. I did it years ago because and I'm not blaming it on the elders because we still could have used common sense and knowledge. But we were told by the elders, oh, you can eat the food. It ain't, you know, especially if you live with your parents back then. But a lot of times if you live with your parents, maybe you didn't have nowhere else to go. So you had to be in a house amongst your family and stuff during Thanksgiving. But they was like, oh, you can eat the food. It's just turkey, which is a clean meat and whatever, as long as it's not pork or swine. So sometimes I would go amongst my family, but I always felt funny. So after so many years, I was like, nah, this is off. And the scriptures do tell you abstain from the appearance of evil. And Paul tell you in 1 Corinthians about offending a new brother or sister. So I said, listen, I don't want nobody to look at me and be like, well, you still go around your family on Thanksgiving, but you're supposed to be, you know, a man. I wasn't an elder back then, but, you know, I was coming up in the spirit. You're supposed to have 6 years in the truth. So I cut it out completely. I said, family, I love y'all, but I'm in this truth now. I'm not doing this no more. This don't feel right with my spirit. So bringing it up to modern day time, see, the truth had to evolve. We had to get to certain levels. So now we encourage our brothers and sisters, just stay away from it. If your family get emotional, they get emotional. The hell with them. Shalom, Judea. All right. Shalom, sister. All right. Most I will see you in January. Right. But anyway, just stay away from it, Israel. So let's go to 1 Peter 4:1. I've been rambling a minute. Let's get into these scriptures. All right. 1 Peter 4:1. For as much then as H.O.I has suffered for us in the flesh, arm yourselves likewise with the same mind. We got to arm ourselves with the same mind of H.O.I. Was H.O.I keeping Thanksgiving? No. Let's go to St. John real quick. St. John 10:22. St. John 10:22. What was H.O.I keeping? Let's find out. All right. St. John 10:22. And it was at Jerusalem, the feast of the dedication, and it was winter. And we all know the Feast of the Dedication. When you go in the Greek there, it says Hanukkah. All right? Or the Greek way of spelling Hanukkah or Hanukkah. St. John 10:22 again. And it was at Jerusalem, the Feast of the Dedication, and it was winter. So it was the same season. Remember, the feast days are to be kept in their appointed seasons and at their appointed time. And Yahushua walked in the temple in Solomon's porch, meaning there was a promenade leading up to the temple that was known as Solomon's porch. All right, it tells you that, I believe, in Acts the 3rd chapter. And Yahushua walked into the temple to partake of the Feast of Dedication, the Hanukkah or the Hanukkah, not no damn Thanksgiving. So now, back to 1 Peter 4:1, what did Peter say again? For as much then as Yahushua had suffered for us in the flesh, arm yourselves likewise with the same mind. So this links up with St. John 10:22 and 23. 1 Peter 4:1 with St. John 10:22 and 23 concerning the proper feast day, not no Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving for us is every day in the Most High Mashiach Yahushua. It's the Sabbath, it's all the feast days, and it's every day the Most High wake us up. Psalms 136. Oh, give thanks unto Yahweh by Hashem Mashiach Yahushua, for he is good, for his mercy endureth forever. Psalms 136. That's our Thanksgiving. And it says, arm ourselves with like mind as Yahushua. So what was Yahushua keeping? St. John 10:22 and 23. He was keeping the Feast of Dedication known as Hanukkah or Hanukkah, which is what? The Hebrew way, the ancient Paleo-Hebrew word for dedication. So arm yourselves with the same mind as Yahushua. Don't get weak, man. Don't get weak and run to your family because they cry. Oh, grandma upset that you ain't coming this year. Right? I'm going to say something cold about grandma later, but let me finish this out. It says, no, Father, for he that have suffered in the flesh have ceased from sin. All right, so Yahushua suffered for us. He died for our sins, for us to be reconciled to the Most High, and for us to repent and live without sin also. All right, why are we going to disrespect, all right, our fellow Gadite brothers and sisters? This is a book y'all can get right now. A book y'all can get, period. Salakia. Empire of the Summer Moon. Quanah Parker and the Rise and Fall of the Comanches, the most powerful Indian tribe in American history. All right, why are you going to disrespect your fellow Gadite brothers and sisters and eat the turkey, which represents their body, the stuffing, which represents their guts, the cranberry sauce, which represents their blood? All right, don't you know that's where baseball and soccer and football come from? From them cutting the heads and the body parts off of the Native American Indians and stuffing them with feathers and different things and kicking them around? So why would you do that? Why would you disrespect your brothers and sisters and celebrate this Thanksgiving? All right, let me I'm gonna read just one quick excerpt out of here, because I'm gonna bring this out in another lesson, most I will. Check this out. Page 2. In 1864, Kit Carson had led a large force of federal troops. Right? Let's go to real quick. We're gonna go back to 1 Peter 4, but Genesis 49 and 19. All right, Genesis 49 and 19. All right, and it reads thus and so. Genesis 49:19. Gad, the tribe of Gad, so-called North American Indians, Native American Indians, a troop shall overcome him, but he shall overcome at the last. What is that troop? The United States Cavalry. All right, under these different wicked Edomites like Kit Carson that we're reading about right here. I'm going to read it again. In 1864, Kit Carson had led a large force of federal troops. Gad, a troop shall overcome him, but he shall overcome at the last. The word God means troop. And You can also say H.O.I, I believe, in the ancient Paleo Hebrew. It's two ways of saying the word truth. It's God and H.O.I. All right. In 1864, Kit Carson had led a large force of federal troops from Santa Fe and attacked a Comanche band at a trading post called Adobe Walls, north of modern-day Amarillo, which is in Texas. All right, the Comanches were one of the Gadite tribes out of Texas. He has survived it, but had come within a whisker of watching his 3 companies of cavalry and infantry destroyed, because the Comanches were no joke. Right, you hear about the Sioux and the Cheyenne and the Cherokee and certain other powerful tribes, but the historians tell you the Comanches under Quanah Parker, all right, under the Comanches, they was one of the most powerful and deadly Native American tribes. Esau tell you that. They tell you that in his book, that they had that's how the Texas Rangers came about. The Texas Rangers down in Texas, the law enforcement nowadays, they had to create an extra law enforcement set just for the Comanche Indians. All right, there's plenty more excerpts in this book. I just read one. So Kit Carson, he escaped, but 3 companies of his cavalry, which is another way of saying troop, and infantry were destroyed. But he escaped and he didn't witness it. But they almost caught, because a lot of times they would be just as deadly to Esau like they was to us. So they was going to capture him and let him watch his infantry and cavalry get slaughtered. But his ass got away. All right, but them Comanches were no joke. They were no joke under their leader Quanah Parker. And Quanah Parker was he was a Gadite, but his mother was an Edomite. She was his mother got kidnapped by a company, by the Comanches, and she was kept up until she got grown, and then the father went in her, and he was born. But he had an Edomite mother, but a Gadite father. And remember, it goes by the father according to the genealogy. But anyway, just showing you how the Comanches were one of the powerful Gadite tribes that fought for the nation of Israel. All right, but I'm gonna go back. It's just a little something on Gad. We'll get into a little bit more on that between tomorrow and Thursday. And don't forget, tomorrow's the new moon. All right, tomorrow's the new moon. So celebrate the new moon 9th month. That's why I'm already in the spirit of Hanukkah. I'm already in the spirit of the Feast of Dedication. All right, but anyway, back to 1 Peter's 4:1. For as much then as Yahweh shall have suffered for us in the flesh, arm yourselves likewise with the same mind. For he that have suffered in the flesh have ceased from sin, that he no longer should live the rest of his time in the flesh to the lust of men, but to the will of Yahweh. And one of the lusts of men is gluttony, man, and eating. A lot of our people, you just want to go to the Thanksgiving dinner to eat, man. Oh, the family, and what's wrong, brother? I might go over there and edify my cousin. No, you're going to eat and drink and be around worldly people, be around your worldly family. All right, but the Lord said what? That he no longer shall live the rest of his time in the flesh to the lust of men, but to the will of Yahweh. A lot of y'all lust after that turkey. And when I say y'all, not Israel in general, but a lot of y'all that's weak and still want to go around to that Thanksgiving vibration. And we know a lot of y'all be doing it. Not y'all per se on this live or whatever, but a lot of our people be doing it. And you got to come out of that spirit, man, and come back to the Most High Yahweh Shai. We have our true feast days. I just gave you all 4 of the, and really it's 12, right? Really, what 8? Well, no, it's 11, because there's 8 days of Hanukkah. Well, no, it's 10. Salaki, it's 2 new moons and it's 8 days of Hanukkah. So you got 10 more days to celebrate before the year is out. And you got the regular Shabbat, and Israel could just get together and break bread. So you don't need Thanksgiving. You don't need so-called Christmas. You don't need Esau's New Year at the wrong time of the year. All right, so reading on, it says, but to the will of Yahweh. So you don't no longer live to the lust of men. You don't go after the Thanksgiving turkey. You go what? You live to the will of the Most High. You keep the feast days in Leviticus, the 23rd chapter. You keep the Purim, the book of Esther. You keep the Hanukkah, the book of Maccabees. You keep the feast of Judas, the feast of Simon Maccabees, and the Maccabees. You don't live to the lust of men no more. Thanksgiving, Christmas, New Year's, Valentine's Day. You live to the will of the Most High by Shema Mashiach Yahushai. Tabernacles, Passover, Shabbat, memorial blowing of the trumpets, Purim, Hanukkah, Feast of Dedication, so on and so forth. So no more Thanksgiving and the worldly holidays, the feast days of the Most High. Reading on. For the time past of our life may suffice us to have wrought the will of the Gentiles. The feast of Thanksgiving is a Gentile holiday. That's Esau holiday. In the 1600s, I always get it confused. I say the 1500s, but it was actually the 1600s. Over 700 Pequot Indians were slaughtered. Just look it up. Just look up the first Thanksgiving or the truth about Thanksgiving or the true origins of Thanksgiving. Use your smartphones and computers and laptops to be smart. Look up the slaughtering and the burning and the diseasing of the Pequot Indians. And whatever Pequot Indians escaped, guess what Esau did? He enslaved them. So look up the history. All right? Look up all the different tribes of Gadites, so-called Native Americans, that were slaughtered and different things were done to them. Look up the Nez Perce. All right, the Nez Perce Indians. Look up them. The word Nez Perce means nose pierced. Because what? According to Hebrew law, Israelites can pierce their noses and their ears. And what happened to the Nez Perce Indians? The Nez Perce Indians said the so-called white man was so vicious to them, they thought he was a dog with 2 legs. That's how much Esau stunk. That's how much hair he had on him. And that's how vicious he was. The Nez Perce Indians thought he was a 2-legged dog. And guess what? They're right. Because what did Yahushua say in Psalms 22:16? For dogs have compassed me. He was talking about the Romans. All right, and that can go into wicked Israelites too, because our people are like dogs also. But that was talking about the Romans, the so-called white man. Right? Them Nez Perce Indians, they said, you was red and hairy and dirty. You had lice in your damn beards, lice crispies, and you stank. You Edomites stank so bad. You pilgrims stunk so bad, the Nez Perce thought you was dogs with 2 legs. Shalom, OG in the building. Shalom, Macabre. So yeah, just look at all the history, man. But we'll get into some more of that tomorrow and Thursday. All right? This is just to encourage you to stay away from these wicked days. All right? Salakia, when we walked in lasciviousness, untamed lust. And a lot of y'all got an untamed lust for these feast days. You just got to run to your family house and get that turkey. That stuffing, that guts, that cranberry sauce, that blood. All right, that sweet potato and pumpkin pie. And guess what? All those foods are good. All right, stuffing is just cornbread. That's just cornbread, you know, mashed up. Or maybe they might make it out of different ingredients. Cranberry sauce is just cranberry sauce. But what does it symbolize? It has an evil symbolism to it. Shalom Mataf. It has an evil symbolism to it, and you shouldn't indulge in it. All right? It says lust. And a lot of y'all, you can lust after food. That can be a food lust. You can have the spirit of gluttony. Remember Matthew 11:19? They try to call Yahushua, just because Yahushua was eating food, they try to call him a gluttonous man and a wine bibber. Because a lot of our people are a bunch of damn greedy people and drunkards. To be gluttonous is another way of saying greedy. And a wine bibber is like a drunkard. So you know Israel, Romans 10:21, all day long I stretch forth my hand unto a disobedient and gainsaying people. So they try to call Yahushua a drunkard and a greedy man. But no, a lot of you want to go and overindulge and eat and drink on the so-called Thanksgiving, thanks stealing, thanks killing on that day. You try to accuse H.O.I of that because our people are a bunch of gainsayers. All right, reading on. It says an excess of wine. That's what happens. A lot of you get drunk on these feast days, on these so-called holidays, the worldly feast days. All right, revelings, all right, which is wild partying. Right, you want to do a soul train line. Right, you want to turn up, get lit. A lot of you Negroes fight and hurt and kill each other on these holidays. Yeah. All right. Reading on, it says banquetings. All right. Yeah, banqueting. You want to indulge in all this turkey and food and oh, I'm so stuffed and I'm taking 3 plates home from Auntie house. All right. Who the hell is this? Let me get her off of here. Salakia. Let me get this this troll off here. Okay, I got her off of there. All right. It says banquetings and abominable idolatries. Yeah, Thanksgiving is an abominable idolatry. All that food has symbolism to it. It's like Esau worshiping, it's like the so-called white man worshiping the fact that he slaughtered and conquered the Native American Indians. He damn near make that turkey into an idol. Because the turkey's supposed to be like a gullible bird also. Which, like we said, turkey is not unclean. Turkey is a clean meat, is a clean bird. But the symbolism of it represents the body of the dead so-called Native Americans. So that's Esau making into he's making that turkey, that stuffing, that cranberry sauce. He's making that into idols. All right, so stay away from that. That's abominable idolatry. All right, verse 4. Wherein they think it strange that you run not with them to the same excess of riot, speaking evil of you. So now, this is where the challenge comes in for a lot of you brothers and sisters. Because now your family going to start speaking evil of you. Right? Because you're not running to the Thanksgiving party, to the Thanksgiving bash. You're not coming to drink up all the wine and eat up all the food and get stuffed and take home 4 slices of cake and 6 slices of pie and 2 plates of turkey. You making turkey for the next 3 days. Taking half the turkey home. Go ahead, eat. Take it. We ain't going to eat it. Take that for you and the children. So now they think it's strange. What's wrong with you? I always tell this story, her brother. Shout out to them. I won't say the brother's name, but I spoke to the brother the other day. Every year I kind of tell this story if I can remember it. I remember my brother said when he first came in the truth, and he told his family he not celebrating Thanksgiving no more. And his grandmother told him, what kind of nigga don't celebrate Thanksgiving? See that? Because our people, they think it's strange that you don't run to that excess of riot anymore. All right, that's riot, man. What did the so-called white man do with the Native American Indians? He rioted on them, man. He slaughtered them. He raped, robbed, and murdered them. All right, so you're running, celebrating that riot. You're celebrating that riotous behavior that Esau had against our so-called Native American brothers and sisters. So you don't run to it, but now your family think it's strange. Let's go to, let's link that up. Let's go to Matthew 13 and 19. Let's go to St. Matthew chapter 13 and verse 19. They think it's strange, you know. They start treating you like you weird. And a lot of y'all, what happens, y'all give into it. I know brothers and sisters that have left this truth, went back in the world and celebrating the holidays of this society because the pressure that their family put on them. Listen, grandma just going to have to cry. Grandma going to have to cry. Shalom, Yakanai. Grandma just going to have to cry. Ha-Adam, a.k.a. Ha-Adam. Shalom, King, Benjamin in the building. Grandma just going to have to cry. So what happens is, a lot of y'all, you give into that pressure. Oh, you got grandma crying over here. Grandma crying because you ain't coming. And you know what happens? They do that because you in the truth. If you was a Muslim, they wouldn't give a damn. They'd be like, oh, he Muslim. He don't celebrate Thanksgiving. If you were some other religion, you could have been a damn Buddhist monk. But because you're an Israelite, the demon is going to be heavier on your family. That's a demon coming on them to make you feel guilty and bad so you can give in. And the demon going to come heavy on them from grandma on down to make you feel bad so you can give into that Thanksgiving. Oh, I'm going to just go eat with my family. Ain't nothing wrong with that. I remember another brother, years ago, this brother used to listen to us all the time. He used to come out of camp, listen to us all the time. He used to comment with us back and forth. So I ran into the brother at his job, and we was talking. I said, hey, but he said, yeah, you know, because I was at my sister's house on Christmas Day with my family. And I said, brother, you was at your sister's house on Christmas Day with your family, huh? So he thought I was like, the brother like got on the defensive, on a defensive, like, he said something about my sister, yeah, my blood sister, something. The conversation got confused somehow. But I was really asking him, brother, you've been listening to us for years. You've been listening to us for years. Why are you at your sister's house celebrating Christmas? Oh, just with my family, see? No, you can't give into that spirit. Because I'm going to show you, the demons will come. That's not even your family. That's the demon coming through them, because the demon is mad that you're in the truth now and you're fleeing away. The more we flee away from this society, it gets weaker and it starts to decay and get destroyed. You know what I'm saying? We can put such an impact in this society if we just start separating ourselves from this world. So this is Matthew 19:13. 13:19, my bad. It said St. Matthew chapter 13, verse 19. Check this out, Israel. St. Matthew chapter 13 and verse 19. It says, when anyone heareth the word of the kingdom, and this is mainly for you new brothers and sisters. This is mainly for you new brothers and sisters. When anyone heareth the word of the kingdom, and understandeth it not, then cometh the wicked one, and catcheth away that which was sown in his heart. This is he which receives seed by the wayside. So it said, when you hear the word of the kingdom, and you understand it not, let's say you're a new brother and sister to the faith, right? And you still learning, you're not understanding everything. Then cometh the wicked one. What's going to happen? Your family going to say, why you following that cult? You grew up as a Christian. What is this Israelite stuff? What kind of nigga don't celebrate Thanksgiving? Your grandmother, your aunts, your uncles, your mother, they going to be crying. Let's say if you got men in your family that's rough around the edges. You, what's wrong with you? What you mean you ain't coming to Thanksgiving, man? You going to disrespect moms like that? Cats be ready to fight you. You know why? Because that's that evil spirit. That's that demon coming on them. They might even know what they're doing. Satan is using them. He's putting that heavy demon on them to make you feel guilty so you can give in. All right? Let's go to the Mark version of that. Let's go to St. Mark 4 and 15. That's Satan, y'all. That's Satan trying to make you give in. St. Mark 4:15. It says, and these are they by the wayside, where the word is sown. But when they have heard, Satan cometh immediately and taketh away the word that was sown in their hearts. See, in Matthew it says the wicked one. In Mark's version it says Satan. It tells you straight up is the damn devil. And Satan not going to come himself with a red damn face and a pitchfork and two horns on his head. He's going to come by way of family and people you love. He's going to come by maybe even another nation. He may come by Esau, which is the actual physical devil. Ah, come on, man. You're not going to celebrate Thanksgiving. I was going to give you a bonus and a free turkey pack for you and your family. Come on, man. What do you mean you don't celebrate anymore? Esau mess around and don't want to give you the damn bonus because you don't celebrate Thanksgiving no more. All right, it says, then come the wicked one. This is mainly for you new brothers and sisters, because Satan is going to come. He's not going to come with a damn pitchfork and two horns on his head. He's going to come through your family. Grandma might be crying her eyes out. You feel, damn, I don't want to hurt grandma's feelings. Oh, I'm going to just go to Thanksgiving dinner so grandma don't be upset with me. No. All right, let's go Matter of fact, let's get an example of that. Go to Matthew. Let's go to Matthew 16 and 33. Let's go to Matthew 16 and 33. Matthew 16 and 23. Matter of fact, I'm going to start at 21 to get the understanding. I'm going to start at 21. So, in St. Matthew 13:19 and Mark 4:15, it says, when anyone heareth the word of the kingdom and understandeth it not, then cometh the wicked one. In Mark it says, then Satan cometh immediately. So this is for you newer brothers and sisters. That's why it says immediately, because you're still new. You're still trying to figure it out. That's why Satan come at you so rough, because why? He's trying to get you because he know you still new. Your foundation is still a little rocky. You're not fully rooted in this truth. See, when you're rooted and grounded in this truth, you know what I'm saying? Shalom, Sister Michelle. When you're fully rooted and grounded, you tell people where they go with their damn Thanksgiving. Your family get mad, so what? I still love y'all. Y'all my family. I'll come around y'all with regular functions or whatever, long as it's not a Sabbath, but I'm not doing this white man holidays. I'll come over there 2 Sundays from now and we can eat dinner and chill and have some wine and I can catch up. We can just chit chat. Y'all can ask me some questions about the truth if y'all want, or we can have a regular conversation. But I'm not doing it on a white man's day. All right, so here's what happens. Check this out. St. Matthew 16:21. From that time forth began H.O.I to show unto his disciples how that he must go into Jerusalem and suffer many things of the elders and chief priests and scribes, and be killed and be raised again the 3rd day. So Yahushua was already prophesying his death, because it was already prophesied. It was already set up from the foundation of the world. The Most High was just letting them, the script was already written. The Most High was just letting the actors play out their parts. Yahushua being the lead role, right? Verse 22, then Peter took him and began to rebuke him, saying, be it far from thee, Lord, this shall not be unto thee. Because Peter didn't fully understand. What do you mean you're going to get killed? Peter got emotional, was like, wait a minute, Lord, what do you mean? You know what I'm saying? You're going to die, they're going to kill you? Right? Peter's like, now come on, man. No, they can't kill you, Lord. Verse 23, but he turned and said unto Peter, get thee behind me, Satan. Now, why did Yahushua say that to Peter? Peter is his top disciple. Why is he calling Peter Satan? Because the demon that was in Peter was trying to say to Yahushua that he's not going to fulfill his course of being crucified for Israel. Like, you're not going to fulfill what the Most High set you up to fulfill. That's Satan coming through you to try to go against the plans of the Most High. So Yahushua said, listen, I'm looking beyond you, Peter. I'm looking at Satan coming through you. So when your family get all emotional, this is mainly for you newer brothers and sisters. You seasoned brothers and sisters, you should have this on lock already. But for you new brothers and sisters, when grandma's crying, when your thug uncle is trying to roughhouse you, trying to G-check you, you gonna disrespect grandma's house like that and not come to Thanksgiving? Nigga, what's wrong with you? I need to come snatch you up. You disrespectful. All that is them spirits. You look, Unc, we just gonna have to fisticuffs. Or you know what? Just fall back. Yo, I ain't fighting you over not coming to grandma's house. I'm in the truth now. I don't deal with Thanksgiving no more. I'll see y'all another time. Now, walk down the street. You want to fight me? I got to defend myself for the gospel's sake. Fine. Grandma, I love you, but I do not celebrate the white man's slaughtering of the Native American Indians no more. You can cook me some lamb 2 weeks from now on a Sunday, and I'll come and sit and chill with you, Grandma. And hopefully I can teach you about this gospel and get you out of celebrating Thanksgiving. Your auntie mad, the family's mad, everybody's emotional. That's Satan. You got to talk to the demon within your family. Because then cometh the wicked one. Then Satan immediately come and take away that which was sown in your heart. And y'all can't get weak and give in and say, because my family's emotional, I'm going to just go ahead and go to this Thanksgiving dinner. All right, everybody understand what I'm saying? Put a con 777 in the comments. If everybody can understand what I'm saying, put a con 777 in the comments. Sorry about the volume. If the volume was kind of low, I just turned it up a little bit. All right, give me a con 777 if y'all understand. Reading on. It says, 23, Matthew 16:23 again. But he turned and said unto Peter, Get thee behind me, Satan. Thou art an offense unto me, for thou savorest not the things that be of Yahweh, but those that be of men. So he said, look, Peter, you can't get into your own feelings and your own emotions. This is not your program. This is the program of the Most High. This is not your program, Peter. This is the Most High's program. So he was letting Peter know, listen, get that demon off of you, making you think it's going to be your emotions of what you think. I got to fulfill my course. I have to be that sacrifice for the nation of Israel. So when you're dealing with your family, I use the crying grandma as the most extreme example. But guess what? Guess what? That's that demon coming through grandma. I know that might sound cold. I don't talk about my grandmother like that. But she's crying and emotional because that's that demon trying to get you. All right? That demon trying to make you feel weak. I'm telling you, I know brothers that were strong in the camp reading for us, reading for me. Strong brothers, garment down, fringe down, gave into their family and went back to the Christian church. Them Negroes going to be eating turkey Thursday if they're not dead, if the Most High didn't put them to death. One brother, I remember one brother, and other brother, but I can remember once, Benjamin, my brother specifically, this brother walks by me now and act like he don't even know me. This brother used to read for me next to me in the camp. And his grandmother, that old grandma, his grandmother and his mother put so much pressure on him and made him feel so guilty, he left the truth, went back to the Christian church, back in the world now, celebrating Esau pagan days. And I believe that's when he left the truth. It was around one of these pagan holidays. I think it was Easter. And they was crying and they was upset that he didn't come to church for Easter Sunday. Now the brother said he used to be reading his Bible in the house. His grandmother was a minister in the church, and she slapped the Bible out of his hand one day. You know why? Because he was reading it as an Israelite. But when he went back to the church, I bet she didn't slap the Bible out of his hand no more. It's a demon. Why are you slapping the Bible out of my hand, Grandma? Because that's Satan in you. Yeah. The devil came through Grandma. That's why Grandma is crying and emotional. And I know some of you, don't talk about my grandma like that. That's my grandmother. She just upset because I ain't coming to Thanksgiving no more. That's that demon to make you feel guilty. I'm sorry, Israel, but we're going to shoot straight here. All right, so Yahweh said, get thee behind me. He said that to Peter, to his top disciple. So a lot of times you got to realize it's the demon within the person. It's the demon in them that's trying to get you to make you feel guilty so you can give in and go back to keeping these wicked feast pagan days. Let's go to 1 Peter's 5. We're going to go to 1 Peter's 5 and 8. Stay away from the turkey day. Don't get tempted by the turkey day, Israel. It's just food. You should have food in your home. If you're keeping these commandments and doing the right thing, the Lord bless you. All right? The Lord bless you with food in your home, so you ain't got to worry about Shalom, H.O.I. in the building. All right? You ain't got to worry about food in your home. And you stay home is a good opportunity to stay home. And guess what? To top it all off, Thanksgiving, the new moon is on Thanksgiving this year. Thanksgiving is the new moon. So either you should be congregating with one of the camps or the schools in the different cities, or you should be home keeping the new moon with your family. You can't be going to Thanksgiving anywhere if you wanted to, because it's the Lord's new moon, and the new moon is a Sabbath. All right? 1 Peter 5 and 8. Be sober, be vigilant, because your adversary, the devil, as a roaring lion, walketh about seeking whom he may devour. See that? So Satan is walking around trying to devour you, especially when you're new to the truth. Because once you get rooted, like I said, once you get grounded in this truth, you tell these people where to go with their Christmas and their holidays and their Thanksgiving and all that madness. You tell them where to go because you're solid in this. Your family already know what it is. You let them know. You don't care if uncle try to thug you. You don't care if grandma's crying. You don't care if mommy's cursing you out. You don't care if daddy trying to G-check you. All right? You don't care about the look. I don't do them feast days no more. Especially if you're a grown-ass man or woman. I got my own household. Me and my family don't celebrate that. I love y'all family, but I don't partake of that. It's not biblical. 1 Peter's the 4th chapter. We don't live to the lust of men anymore. We live to the will of Yahweh B'Shem HaMashiach Yahushua. All right, so Satan is always moving about. This links up with Matthew 16 and 33, St. Mark 13:19. St. Matthew 13:19, St. Mark 4:15. A lot of you new brothers and sisters, stay strong because your family going to try to put that Christian guilt on you and make you give in. That is a demon, and watch out for it. Verse 9, whom resist steadfast in the faith, knowing that the same afflictions are accomplished in your brethren that are in the world. We all going through the suffering, man. We all being tempted in one way or another, but stay away from that demon. Stay away from that demon, and don't let Satan trick you and put that guilt trip on you and make you give in. All right, let's go to Luke. Let's go to Luke 21:34. Luke chapter 21 and we're going to start at verse 34, I believe it is. Yeah, Luke 21:34. Just a few precepts, Israel, to give y'all encouragement. Stay away from the wicked turkey day. All right, it says, and take heed to yourselves, lest at any time your hearts be overcharged with surfeiting. Surfeiting means overindulgence. All right, it can be excess or overindulgence. It can be mainly excess of wine. Like you drink so much till you have a hangover, you bug that you're all discombobulated. Or it can be excess of anything. And what takes place on a lot of these holidays? Excess of food, excess of wine. In the world, hell, it's excess of drugs, weed. Nowadays, popping pills. A lot of y'all probably going to damn have Molly and damn fentanyl while you eating grandma's turkey. Might go into cardiac arrest. The damn turkey gets stuck in your chest and you drop damn dead. Because you got fentanyl in your system and opioids and pills. And you're on demon time and you're listening to drill music. And you're eating turkey at grandma's house. See that? So stay away from this wickedness. Take heed to yourselves. And this for you brothers and sisters in the truth too. Don't get weak and go be running to your family house. Because a lot of y'all, this is for y'all veterans too. A lot of y'all, you've been in the truth so long, you think you got so much liberty in the law. I could just go over my family house and chill with them and I ain't doing nothing wrong. And technically, guess what? Technically, like Paul said, these feast days have no power. We know technically, it's like, look, I'm in the truth. I don't care about no damn Thanksgiving. It's some food, some wine. I'm going to say what's up to my family. But the scriptures also say abstain from the appearance of evil. Because if somebody happened to see you or whatever the case may be. I ran into my family one year and they were coming from celebrating Thanksgiving at my aunt's house. You know where I was going? I was going to film some videos for, we used to have a cable show in Brooklyn. We used to have a public access cable show. I was fully girded on my way to a brother's house to film for our cable show, to film some edifying videos. I saw my family. They drove past me in a van. And they was like, hey, Zabak. You know what I'm saying? I was like, hey, I said, hey, how y'all doing? I spoke to them. I didn't go crazy on my family. Y'all wicked. Y'all just coming from auntie house with that thing. No, I was cordial. I said, hey, how y'all doing? Everybody okay? Love y'all. I said, I'm on my way to the brother house. We doing some filming for our cable show. You know, some lessons. You know, I'll see y'all later. And I said shalom to my family. I said, I hugged them and I went on with the brothers. I didn't say, oh, it's Thanksgiving. Let me get in the van with y'all and let me go eat some turkey with y'all. No. But I was cordial with them. I didn't set up camp on them right then and there because there's a time and a place for everything. I hugged everybody. I kissed them. I said, hey, how y'all went? Reached all in the van. Hey, family. Love y'all. And I said, hey, you know, it was me and about 4 other brothers. I said, these are my brothers. You know what I'm saying? These are my Hebrew brothers. We're going to do some lessons at a brother house. And they was coming from their Thanksgiving, going to another family member house, and I was going on my way to do the lessons for the cable show. I think we did a video on Thanksgiving that night, and some other videos that we was posting for our cable show. So that was that. It's balancing out. You use wisdom too. I wasn't going to jump on the corner and set up camp on my family. There's a time and a place for that. If they say, well, why you don't celebrate Thanksgiving, bruh? Here's why. Okay, here's a teaching moment. Here's a teaching opportunity. So you balance it out, Israel. You can't be too much of a fanatic either. But don't use the excuse, I'm going over there to teach them, because you know you're not doing that. And if you go to your family house on a holiday to try to teach them, it's going to go in one ear and out the other, because they're not there for that. They may listen. Yeah, uncle's sitting there with his wine, his beer, his strong drink. Yeah, so we the real Jews? Oh, yeah, I think Kanye said, that's what all that fuss about Kanye and Kyrie. Yeah, they said the same thing. Yeah, I ain't know that. And uncle going to be right back in the church or eating his pork or doing whatever. So don't say, yo, I'm going to use it to be around all my family as a teacher in the moment. You know damn well it's going to go in one ear and out the other, and you're going to get caught up in the holiday. So abstain. You can see your family another time. Go on a regular day. All right, so where was that? St. Luke 21:34 again. And take heed to yourselves, lest at any time your hearts be overcharged with surfeiting, overindulgence. I'm going to go eat up all the sweet potato pie, all the pumpkin pie, all the turkey, all the collard greens, macaroni and cheese. Oh, man, I'm taking 3 plates home. I done made 3 stops at different, I got plates at each, I got food for the next 5 days. All right, it says, and drunkenness and cares of this life. Don't you know the feast days, the holidays of this society is cares of this life? What the hell you care about a turkey? You can eat a turkey anytime. Hell, bake a turkey for Hanukkah. A lot of brothers and sisters, we would do that each year. We would, you know, that free damn turkey they give at your job, or that free turkey they give out. Say, you know, I'm gonna hold my turkey for Hanukkah, and I'm gonna bake it for Hanukkah. Because turkey is still a clean bird. A lot of us we eat on the Sabbath. You don't want to, you don't cook no hot food, so you eat your sandwiches, you eat your cold cuts. Right? You might have turkey bacon because you don't eat pork bacon. You might cook some turkey wings for dinner, or whatever the case may be. Turkey is a clean bird, but not just for this day. Out of respect of our fellow Native American Gadite brothers and sisters, so-called Native American. All right, so you don't indulge in that on that day. Reading on. For as a snare shall it come on all them that dwell on the face of the whole earth. What if Yahweh decide to come? What if the spirit of Yahweh visits the earth and you out there slipping, celebrating Thanksgiving? You're going to get judged. All right, so don't get caught up with the cares of this life. All right, that's the cares of this world and this life. People put so much emphasis on this turkey day. That's why what? They had Kyrie apologize and get your ass back on the court just in time for Thanksgiving. He still know what he's doing. And brother Kyrie looks shook, man. You know what? In all fairness, Kyrie, he got them deals with these devils. See, they're not, y'all got to understand something. I know a lot of us got hype off of Kanye and Kyrie, but, that should have just been a teachable moment. That's why I told everybody, I'm not hyped up off of Kanye and Kyrie. Because, look, they got to get out there in some fringes and border blue. They got to get out there in some fringes and border blue and do the work. The Most High just using their voice for the greater message. No disrespect to the brothers, but, the scripture, James 1:22, be ye doers of the word, not hearers only. All right, so Kyrie folded. But what happened, when you look at Kyrie, he looked shook as hell in the video. What happened is, Kyrie probably woke up in the middle of the night, and the damn CIA and the JDL was probably sitting in his damn house looking at him. I don't mean to sound funny, but they shook the hell out of Kyrie. You can see it on his face. See, they can't do that to us because we under a different protection. Right? And plus, they look at us like, like I tell you in Iraq, the 13:23. They don't. When a poor man speak, nobody want to listen to him. When a rich man speak, they extol it to heaven. So, you know, the brothers are from IUIC went out there. I think they was about 1,000 or 2,000 deep out there in support of Kyrie for his return to the NBA. But Kyrie, he kind of took the air out of the tire because he apologized. All right, he didn't stay 10 toes down. He folded. But in defense of Kyrie, they probably threatened his family. That brother looked scared and shook. Y'all saw him. His ass looked shook. Because like I said, Kyrie probably woke up 3 o'clock in the morning to use the bathroom, and a damn CIA agent was sitting on his damn toilet. And he probably said, you wonder what's going on with your children, right? Like they said in the movie Lethal Weapon 2, when Danny Glover woke up and he threw the tape over his mouth and they was all covered up, dressed in black, and they say, you wonder what we did with your children, right? You know what I'm saying? No folly, not to laugh at Brother Kyrie, but they scared his ass to death. You can see it in his face. That man probably woke up and damn Menachem Schneerson's bones was in his bed. You know, the so-called Messiah of the so-called Jews, Menachem Schneerson. They probably dug his damn bones up from the grave and laid his damn bones in the damn bed next to Kyrie and his wife. And said, look, we can kill you, your whole family. Who's to say they might have woke Kyrie up, took him in his children's room, and a damn CIA Jewish Defense League agent was there with a knife to his damn child's neck. Say, look, nigga, you're going to apologize, or next time your family's dead. And we'll leave you alive so you can feel the guilt. We'll kill 5 of your family members and then leave you alive so you can suffer the guilt. So I don't know, but they must have scared the hell out of Kyrie. That brother looked shook. Because what? No disrespect, they're not under the same. We can go out there and tell Esau he the devil all day, every day. And we don't give a damn if they threaten us. The ADL already got us on their watch list as terrorists. So what? Yahweh told us, Revelation 2:10, be faithful unto death, and I will give thee a crown of life. So we don't have the cares of this life, you know. It's sad, but Brother Kyrie folded, man. You know, he's not under that same protection like the servants. So he didn't fully cross over fully into this truth where the Most High's got that hedge of angels around. They can't do a damn thing to him and his family. Because why? A lot of times they got those agreements already with Esau. So it's sad, but the brother didn't stay 10 toes down. He folded, and it looked like they scared his ass to death. All right, reading on. But we'll get into the update on Kanye and Kyrie. Kanye and Kyrie. We know y'all love to hear about the sensationalism and the hype. But we'll get into that. But if y'all see my video I did on it, I said, listen, the Most High's using Ye and Kyrie for this greater message. But I'm not getting all excited until them dudes put on some goddamn fringes and come out here and do this work. Just like that's what Cujo from Goody Mob said. Cujo said, listen, he did a video. He said, okay, listen, now y'all say we the Jews, but are y'all going to start keeping the commandments? Shout out to Brother Cujo from Goody Mob. Hopefully he continue to stay 10 toes down. All right, reading on. Luke 21:36. Watch ye therefore and pray always, that ye may be accounted worthy to escape. See, y'all got to be accounted worthy to escape. Escape what? The wickedness of this society, the wickedness of this world. People trying to pull you back into Thanksgiving and Christmas, and no. Keep our true feast days. All right? Ashar Hanukkah, happy Hanukkah. All right, I'm already getting in the spirit. I'm throwing up the decorations in my house now. I got some more I got to put up. Just to be in the spirit. Don't get simple, nobody. And for those that don't co-sign to the shield, and I mean the so-called star, the star of Molech, the star of Remphan, which is not. The star of Molech and the star of Remphan is dealing with worshiping the heavens. It has nothing to do with a damn 6-pointed symbol. Nothing to do with it. No disrespect to any brothers that bring it out like that, but the Star Remphan and the Star of Molech, it has to do with worshiping the heavens and worshiping Satan. It don't have nothing to do with a damn six-pointed symbol. But anyway, I got my menorah up there, so don't judge me, damn it. All right? The elder going off. He's got the Star Remphan in the back. The Star Molech, the Molech star. All right, stars shine in the firmament of the heaven. A six-pointed symbol is not even a star. All right, but anyway, right? Luke 21:36. Watch ye therefore and pray always that ye may be accounted worthy to escape all these things that shall come to pass and to stand before the Son of Man. So y'all got to be worthy to escape. Escape this damn turkey day. Everything in about eating, man. All right, let's go to 1 Corinthians 10:13. Don't be tempted by Turkey Day. All right, don't be tempted by Turkey Day. 1 Corinthians 10:13. All right, 1 Corinthians 10:13. All right. It says, there have no temptation taken you but such as is common to man. So I use myself as an example. Y'all could judge me all y'all want, but that was in the past. My first couple of years in the truth, I used to still run to the family because that's how the elders taught us. But after a while, I said, you know, the elders might have been going off a little bit on that because they was like, oh, technically there's nothing wrong. It's just turkey. If there's no unclean food you eating and Thanksgiving ain't nothing, that ain't. And Paul said that. Paul said, we know that an idol is nothing. We know that these idolatrous feasts are nothing. They have no power over us. But you stay away from them so you don't offend a younger or newer brother or sister. All right, it says, there have no temptation taken you but such as is common to man. So we all been tempted. Like, damn, man, I'm going to go over there and get me some turkey, get me a drink, be around the family, laugh, get me some sweet potato pie. All right, it says, but Yahweh is faithful, who will not suffer you to be tempted above that you are able, but will with the temptation also make a way to escape that ye may be able to bear it. So when grandma is crying and saying, baby, you're not coming for Thanksgiving. Oh my God. I made your famous 7-Up upside down coconut pineapple layer cake. No folly. You ain't coming, baby. Nah, grandma. I'm in the truth now. You know, I don't really celebrate these days. I don't come around. I see the family another time. And guess what? Grandma gonna cry her eyes out because Satan is coming through grandma. I'm not necessarily saying that your grandmother is Satan, but Satan gonna use her to make you get emotional and make you give in. That's just like Peter. Yahweh had to tell Peter, get ye behind me, Satan, because he was talking to the demon that was in Peter. All right, it says, also make a way to escape that ye may be able to bear. The Lord will give you a way to escape. And if you got your own home and family, you ain't got to go no damn where. And like I said, this year, the new moon is on so-called Thanksgiving. So where the hell are you? If you're not going to one of the schools or the congregations or the brothers and sisters' house to congregate for the new moon, you should be keeping it at home with your family. What are you going? Where are you going anyway? It's the Lord's new moon. So you're going to trade in the Lord's new moon for Thanksgiving with your family? You new brothers and sisters, you better stop it. Repent, because the Most High is watching, and separate from these holidays. I don't give a damn what your family say. All right? It's thus saith the Lord, thus saith the Holy Bible. And still love your family. You can still love your family, but you got to put the laws of the Most High Yahweh first. Balance it out. And the reason why I've read this scripture, because we all been through that. Been there, done that. Been there, done that. When I first came into the truth, I was tempted. I was like, God, I don't want to hurt my family's feelings. You know, a lot of times I would use the excuse, well, that's the only time I'm going to be able to see all of my family together. But no, damn it, throughout the year, make time. If they from another state, that's an excuse to visit that state and labor with Hebrews in that state. And then go check out your family on a Sunday or a weekday when it's not the Shabbat. You can still be around your family, but don't go to them on a Shabbat or none of these wicked holidays. You know what I'm saying? If they having a little gathering, oh, we having a dinner for mommy, or we just going to have a dinner. Okay, it's on a Sunday. It ain't no Sabbath. It ain't no pagan holiday, nothing like that going on. All right, I'll come chill with the family. And that's it. You can make time around your schedules. Well, I'm coming over to cook dinner for everybody, and we going to chill. And like, hey, there might be a teachable moment, it might not. You know what? I don't want to cast pearls among swine. I don't want to quench nobody's spirit. I'm going to just go and have fun with the family. If they ask me a question, I'll answer it. But hey, I'm going to just shoot the breeze, have a little drink, eat some food, chill, and have a good time. All right, so there's no tip for you. This is mainly for you new brothers and sisters. You brothers and sisters that have been in this truth for a couple of years, you should have no excuse. You should have this lock, stock, and two smoking barrels from lessons we did in years before. All right, but there is no temptation taking you that's not common to man. We all been there and done that. We all been tempted. We all been tempted to partake of these things because of our emotional attachment and love for our family. And because our family will make us feel guilty. Satan will come through them and try to make you feel guilty. That demon will come strong on your family. But you can't give in, Israel. Khan? Everybody understand? Give me a Khan 777. All right, so one more. Let's get Galatians 5. Galatians, the 5th chapter, and let's start at the 16th verse. All right. Shalom, family. Shalom, 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 everybody. Yeah, so listen, don't give in, Israel. Because your family, they will put that guilt on you. Oh, what's wrong with giving thanks? It's Thanksgiving. The Lord told us to give thanks. Yeah, the Lord told us to give thanks during the Feast of Dedication. All right, let's get that. Let's go to 1 Maccabees 4 and 24. We're going to start at 23. 1 Maccabees 4:23. Then Judas returned to spoil the tents where they got much gold and silver and blue silk and purple of the sea and great riches, because when Judas and the Maccabees fought the Greeks and their armies, when they conquered and defeated them, they took their spoils. They took their riches. It's called spoils of war. You take the riches and the precious things and the things of value because your enemy is defeated and dead. They can't use it. All right, reading on, verse 24. After this, they went home and sung a song of thanksgiving and praised Yahweh by Shema Mashiach Yahushai in heaven, because it is good, because his mercy endureth forever. What was that song of thanksgiving that they sung in 1 Maccabees 4:24? Let's get it. Psalm 136. Psalm 136. What was that Thanksgiving song that they sung? Psalms 136 and 1. Oh, give thanks unto Yahweh, for he is good, for his mercy endureth forever. Verse 26, last verse, Psalms 136:26. Oh, give thanks unto Yahweh, power of heaven, for his mercy endureth forever. So guess what? When the Maccabees conquered the Greek armies, what did they do? They sung psalms to the Most High. They sung Psalms 136. Oh, give thanks unto Yahweh, for he is good, for his mercy endureth forever. 1 Maccabees 4:24. After this, they went home and sung a song of thanksgiving. So you want to celebrate? Shalom Shem. Good morning, Ak. You want to sing a song of thanksgiving? Sing Psalms 136. You want to celebrate Thanksgiving? Celebrate Hanukkah, the Feast of Dedication. But don't get tempted by the turkey day. All right, by Shema Mashiach Yahushai. So let's go to Galatians. Let's go to Galatians 5. And let me see what I want. All right. And hopefully y'all getting something from this lesson. Don't give in to the turkey day. Khan? Everybody give me a Khan. Khan 777. Don't give in to the turkey day. All right. So Let's go to Galatians. Galatians 5. And we're going to start at 16. Galatians 5 and 16. And it says, "This I say then, walk in the Spirit, and ye shall not fulfill the lust of the flesh." So walk in the Spirit, and you're not going to fulfill the lust of the flesh. Look, mommy, look, grandma, look, uncle, look, brother, look, sister, look, mother, look, father, look, cousin. I'm walking in the Spirit of the Most High Yahweh. I don't deal with the holidays of this society anymore. And remember the example I read earlier where Yahweh had to rebuke the demon in Peter because that was Satan. Satan will come through your family. I know that sounds harsh. But see that? Yahweh said, as you are speaking about this, it just manifested itself to me through my ribs, little sister. Yeah. See that? Your grandmother be crying. Like I said, you got the uncle that did time. That was a rough dude in the street. He trying to G-check you. You got your father like, boy, you do what I tell you. I don't give a damn how old you are, boy. You gonna respect your grandmother and come over here for Thanksgiving. You got your mother, she getting emotional. You got your siblings. They like, oh, you stupid. What's wrong with you? You in some kind of new code? How you not going to come to your family house for Thanksgiving? Those are demons putting that. Those are pressure demons. I'm going to call them pressure demons. Grandma, you know, because grandma is usually the most emotional one. Nana could be the strong one and the emotional one at the same time. Nana crying her eyes out. You don't want to be with your family for Thanksgiving? My grandma is no disrespect to you. It's respect to the Most High Yahweh, but it's no disrespect to you. And it might sound harsh, Israel. So my mother stops talking to me completely. See that? Yeah. That's a demon. I know that's how. Who be calling my mother a demon, elder? Who be calling my grandmother a demon? They don't even know. Satan is working through them like Peter in St. Matthew 16 and 33. We read it earlier. That's why Yahweh said, "Get ye behind me, Satan." Because he said, listen, I'm not even talking to you no more, Peter. I'm talking to that demon in you. So it is harsh, Israel, but this is what the scriptures say. Get ye behind me, Satan. Grandma, I love you, but get ye behind me, Satan. Hey, Grandma, I'll give you a hug. Don't cry, baby, but I'll see you another day. And like I said, if you was a Muslim, oh, he's a Muslim. He don't celebrate Thanksgiving. If you was a Buddhist, even if you was a Jehovah Witness, because even Jehovah Witnesses, they don't even celebrate the holidays of this society. They don't even celebrate. They don't damn near celebrate nothing. They do a form of Passover. I think the Jehovah Witnesses, they do a form of Passover, but they don't even eat the meat or something like that. They don't even eat the lamb, if I'm not mistaken. So, but if you was anything else, but you know what that demon is like that? You know what that demon is like that? Yeah, I see Muslims that celebrate Thanksgiving. I'm into something. The Arabic Muslims celebrate Thanksgiving. But I'm saying, let's say if you told your family, I'm not coming to Thanksgiving this year because I'm in Islam now, they probably wouldn't give you the same pressure they're going to give you because you're in the truth. Because that's that demon. It's the demon. You know what I'm saying? So we're going to go to Galatians 5 and 16. Galatians 5 and 16. "This I say then, walk in the Spirit, and ye shall not fulfill the lust of the flesh." Because a lot of times it's the lust. Be around the family, eat, drink, you got that lust, that party spirit. But you got to say no. Hey, Shalom, babe. Good morning. All right, you got to say no. All right? I'm reading on, it says, "But if ye be led of the Spirit, ye are not under the law." Oh, Salakia, verse 17. "For the flesh lusteth against the Spirit, and the Spirit against the flesh. And these are contrary the one to the other, so that ye cannot do the things that you would." Because what? A lot of times that flesh puts so much pressure on you. You like, damn, the Spirit, like Paul. A good example of that is Paul in Romans 7. Paul said, listen, I got this dilemma, man. I want to do right by the Most High, but my flesh is contrary to my spirit. So you're like, damn, I love my family. I didn't know the truth was going to make them so upset with me. Like Sister Sabrina said, your family completely stopped talking to you. They cut you off. And now what's going to happen? You're going to get emotional. You're going to feel sad. And that's Satan. That's that demon. Like, I got him now. Because they put that guilt trip on you. That's why Yahweh told Peter, get ye behind me, Satan. Because what? Peter was getting emotional. Yeah, and people hate you more. Who's that? Brother, you're one, Brandon? Yeah. People hate you more because they know you're in the truth. Let you be a Muslim, even though Yaradan said, and Yaradan would know, he's in Philly. Philly got a lot of damn worldly ass Muslims. All them South Jersey and Philly, all that area, them Muslims is off as hell down there. But even though you got a lot of them that will celebrate Thanksgiving, but if you being in the truth was telling your family, listen, I mean, if you was being in Islam saying, I don't celebrate Thanksgiving because I'm a Muslim, I bet you won't get the same pressure that you get because you're in the truth. I guarantee you. See that? So you can't give into that pressure. That's that demon. Because now you feeling sad. Oh, my aunt don't talk to me no more. Oh, my cousin said I'm stupid. Oh, my brother said I'm in a cult. And a lot of y'all get weak and give into that pressure. And Satan like, I gotcha. So don't get tempted by the turkey day, because that's Satan working through your family. That pressure is coming on you through your family because that's the demon working through them to make you feel guilty. If you for this truth, be for this truth, the hell with that. The scriptures say there's no respect to persons. All right, Yahweh said, who is my mother, my brother, my sister, but those that do the will of the Father. If your family is emotional, the hell with that. Stay in this truth. Don't get all sad and get that guilt trip. My family don't like me now. But my cousin was talking about me. So damn what? They talked about Yahweh. All right, so reading on, it says, but if you be led of the Spirit, ye are not under the law, meaning you're not under the curse of the law. If you led by the Spirit, what? The Spirit is the law. You're going to keep the laws naturally to the best of your ability. Now the works of the flesh are manifest, which are these: adultery, fornication, uncleanness, lasciviousness, untamed lust, idolatry. That Thanksgiving, that Christmas and these feast days, that's idolatry. Christmas is idolatry. The Christmas tree goes back to Nimrod and Semiramis. The star on the top of the tree represents Mithra, or sun worship. All right, Thanksgiving. Now, idolatry is in the turkey stuffing and Thanksgiving. That's the body of the Native American Indians. So that's all idolatrous, man. It says witchcraft. And we know Esau indulges in witchcraft. USA under Satan's authority. How did Esau get power over the earth? Through Satan on the left-hand side. All right, so reading on, it says a hatred. You think when Esau was slaughtering hundreds of millions of Native American Indians, you think that was love? No, that was hatred. All right, it says variance, which is strong division. All right, emulations, wrath, strife, seditions, heresies. Those are all lusts of the flesh. All right, it says envyings, murders, drunkenness, which what takes place during a lot during this season. Remember, one of the attributes of Christmas is Saturnalia. Saturnalia is an ancient Roman festival of debauchery, drunkenness, reveling, orgies. So that's what goes on during this season also. Not just Thanksgiving going into this. Because right after Thanksgiving, hell, not even right after Thanksgiving now. From now, really, from like the first to second week of November, this really right after Halloween, that's when this season comes in. And people have the Christmas parties and the Christmas turn up and they be drunk, they be stumbling. I know one year, man, I was in New York. It was maybe mid-December. This was about maybe 7, 8 years ago. It was mid-December. It was a cold night. It was a Thursday night. I was coming from class. That's when we used to do the classes in Manhattan, in a library in Manhattan in New York. And I'm going home from class, and stopped to get me something to eat. And I seen a black woman, drunk as hell out of her mind. Probably coming from a Christmas party somewhere. And I said, man, that sister need to go home. Somebody going to take advantage of her. It was freezing cold. She had a skirt on up to her neck. She had a coat on, but the coat was open. You could see the short mini skirt up to her neck. She was drunk out of her mind. She was going into the bank, probably going to try to withdraw money. I didn't know the woman, so I just left it alone. I didn't want to say, oh, you know, because our people hate each other a lot of times. You try to help them and you become the enemy. So I was like, look, I hope the sister be okay. But if anything happened, that's the judgment of the Most High. But I said, man, that sister need to get home, man. It was about 12, 1 o'clock in the morning. She's stumbling and she trying to go into the bank with her ATM card. I said, man, because that Saturnalia spirit, look that up. Like the planet Saturn, Nelia, A-L-I-A, Saturnalia. That's part of the worshiping. That's part of the custom. That's one of the customs that's mixed into the so-called Christmas holiday. Saturnalia. It deals with orgies, reveling, and drunkenness. And that segues from this so-called Thanksgiving season into... Right, the 5th of December is the first Christmas in Holland, and the second Christmas is on December 25th. Yeah. The reason why they have it in Holland and a lot of them European countries, because that's where St. Nick was at. That's where the legend of Santa Claus comes from, St. Nicholas, which was a black patron saint in Asia Minor and Russia. He gave gifts to the poor. He went around praying for the sick and the orphans, and he was a saint of good deeds. And that's where they got some of the concept of Christmas from. And look up St. Nicholas. There are actual images of him as a black man. All right, so, yeah, that's where it comes from, man. Just like Canada has... people sending me messages when I'm on the live. Canada has their Thanksgiving before America does. Canada has their Thanksgiving in October. America has theirs in November. So yeah, you know, this is all throughout this season. All right, it says revelings and such like of the which I tell you before, as I have also told you in time past, that they which do such things shall not inherit the kingdom of Yahweh. So stay away from the lust of the flesh during this season, the revelings, the wild partying. You know, a lot of times they have these job Christmas parties and people put the mistletoe and then they kiss, and, you know, Joe always had a crush on Sarah and they end up going to the hotel for the night. Wake up in the morning, oh my God, what did I do? I got drunk at the Christmas party and I slept with Joe. I always thought he was cute. Now you go home, you end up and you bed down with somebody, wake up in the morning like, yo, what the hell did I do? Wake up in the bed next to somebody like, what did I do last night? Shalom, Sister Maureen. Yeah, so all that goes on during this season. So don't be tempted by the turkey day, or don't be tempted by none of these days. Don't be tempted by none of this holiday season. Stay away from it. And Satan will come through your family to put that pressure on you, man. And you got to stay strong and firm. All right, let's go to, I know I said one more, but let's go to Philippians. All right, let's go to Philippians. Let me see what I want. Philippians 1. Salakia, bear with me. Let me look this up real quick. If y'all have any questions or comments, y'all can put on the comment board. Let me get this scripture real quick. All right. Y'all got any questions, y'all can put it up on the comment board. Salakia, this was just a little impromptu lesson to encourage everybody because, you know, you have to stay strong in his faith. All right? Colossians is what I want, Salakia. All right, Colossians 2. And let me see what I want. All right. Let's go to Colossians 2. No, Colossians 1. We're going to start at 1. Colossians 1 and 23. Colossians 1 and 23. And then we're going to jump over to 2. Okay, yeah. Colossians 1:23. If you continue in the faith, grounded and settled, you have to be grounded and settled in his faith, Israel. That's why I read earlier, when anyone understandeth the word not, then cometh the wicked one. See, what happens is a lot of y'all that are new, and when I say new, that can even be a couple of years. Even though I got on y'all earlier, I said, listen, if you got a couple of years in this truth, you should know better. But sometimes you still new, some of y'all might be new. You might be going to class 4 or 5 days a week, but you still don't have the experience and you still don't understand everything fully. You're still learning as you go along, so you're still vulnerable. Satan will make things happen to try to snatch you away. I'm going to hit you with something. He can use your family to put that pressure on you, and guess what? At the same time, it could be stuff going on in the nation. And you could be like, yeah, man. You know, it said one of my homies was shot by his BM family on Thanksgiving, family get together and hate each other. Yeah, that happens too. Cats, you know, y'all gonna see Friday and over the weekend. Watch how much killing y'all read about in these different cities. Watch. And some of it gonna be on Thanksgiving. Negroes gonna get drunk, they're gonna get high, they're gonna get full of food and turkey and be proud. And yeah, they're gonna get into it. Remember that video last year? I forgot where it was at. The uncle got drunk, the drunk uncle, and the nephew or the little brother or whoever had to grab him up and throw him out the house because he got drunk. And the video went viral. That was last so-called Thanksgiving. So y'all got to be grounded and settled because your family will put pressure on you. And I've seen it. Come on, I got almost 30 years. You know, and a lot of y'all, Satan will use that because he'll have your family tripping on you so you can get emotional. And to where you might question yourself, you might be like, well, why is my family? That's my family. I love them. Why are they acting like that? I must be doing something wrong. Get ye behind me, Satan. Like H.O.I had to tell Peter, that's that demon coming in you. To try to put so much pressure. Shalom, sis. Shalom. Shalom, Brother Lawrence. So that's the demon trying to put so much pressure on you. So all of a sudden, grandma's crying. All of a sudden, auntie is saying, what is this new thing you in? Why are you wearing them weird clothes? What's some strings on your clothes? All of a sudden, uncle is cursing you out, trying to G-check you. All of a sudden, big brother, he trying to roughhouse you. What's wrong with you, man? How you not going to be with your family for the holidays, nigga? You crazy? So now you're getting all this pressure. So if you're weak-minded or you don't fully understand, you're going to be like, why does my family treat me like this? But the scriptures tell you about that. That's why y'all got to be studying. You can't be reading scriptures every day and not getting no understanding. The scriptures speak about the Yahweh said all that going to happen. So I want y'all to be firm. Don't cave in because your family is acting strange and now you're emotional and like, damn, why my family acting like that? That's that next level you got to understand. But it says, if Colossians 1:23, if ye continue in the faith, grounded and settled, and be not moved away. I don't care. The Lord don't care who it is. It can be anybody from grandma down to your 5-year-old niece. Auntie, you not coming for Thanksgiving? I'm sorry, baby. No, Auntie don't really believe in that no more. I'll see you another time, baby. I'll come by the house and we'll have dinner together. Or I'll take you out to to the mall and get you an outfit or let you play some games or whatever. I'll take you to the park one day before it gets too cold. Or you could bundle up and run around in the park for a little half an hour. We get some hot coffee or tea or something. Some hot cocoa. You know, the children, they like hot cocoa. No foggy. But I'm just saying, from grandma, from 85-year-old grandma down to 5-year-old niece or nephew, Satan will use them to try to get you emotional. And you can't give in. Satan will have your mother curse you out. And then Sister Samantha said her mother completely stopped talking to her. All because you don't want to come and eat some damn turkey on murder day. And Israel ain't trying to hear the history. Oh, well, it ain't about that. Right? Where you say, Brother Choney, you can't make this up. Right? It ain't about the history. It's about family and coming together. Oh my God, you think God got a problem with us just coming together and eating some food? They put all kinds of guilt on you. And some of y'all give in. Some of y'all, my family acting funny towards me. That's gonna happen. Oh, and don't let nothing be going on in the nation at the same time. Y'all start questioning this truth. Y'all start having doubt. Y'all start second guessing. I've seen it a million times. So stay firm. Not for me, but for yourself and the Most High Mashiach Yahushua. I'm just a messenger. Yes, I'm an elder. I'm a brother. And I want Israel to win. And yes, if I want you to obey me as much as the Most High is using me as a leader. But obey the scriptures, the law, statutes, and commandments, and the Most High Yahushua. Obey us as men on the earth to guide you. But obey this Bible first and foremost. The new excuses be their best excuses. Shake my head. Yeah. You mean to tell me you ain't going to come by? The Lord got a problem with you just eating with your family? Now, on that day, he does, yes. Why we got to do it on that day? Why we can't do it another day? So this is encouragement for y'all, Israel, especially y'all new brothers and sisters. All right, stay encouraged. Shalom, Karadazar. Sometimes we can influence relatives by having that discipline and lead them by example by keeping these laws. God. All right? They gotta see, oh, he's serious about this. Sometimes that can provoke them to repentance. That's an excellent point, Brother Yawan brought out. All right, so I'm going to read again from the top. Colossians 1:23. If ye continue in the faith, grounded and settled, and be not moved away. Let's hold that. Let's go to 1 Thessalonians 3:3. Y'all got to stay strong and 10 toes down, because if not, you got to answer to the Most High. All right, Most High going to say, I gave you this truth. I gave you repentance, and you want to go back? You want to give in? You want to give in to your family? All right. All right. All right. Y'all going to have to answer to the Most High. All right. Don't shoot the messenger. 1 Thessalonians 3:3. That no man should be moved by these afflictions, because your family can bring affliction on you also. You scratching your head. Damn. Why aren't he tripping on me like that? Damn, why my family bugging on me like that? Damn, I must be doing something wrong. Nope. That's Satan using them to bring that pressure on you. It says, for yourselves know that we are appointed thereunto. One of the first scriptures we try to teach you, brothers and sisters, when y'all come into the truth, like we learned from our elders, Sirach, the 2nd chapter. When you come to serve the Most High, prepare yourself for temptation. All right, it says, for verily, when we were with you, we told you before that we should suffer tribulation, even as it came to pass, and ye know. And Paul and them was going through all kinds of, they was beyond family. They was getting locked up, beat up, persecuted, brought before the Roman judges. And we ain't even touched that yet. You catching a little hell from your family because you don't want to celebrate these holidays no more. All right, so stay strong, Israel. You got to stay strong and 10 toes down. Back to Colossians 1:23. If you continue in the faith, grounded and settled, and be not moved away from the hope of the gospel, which ye have heard, and which was preached to every creature which is under heaven, because man is creature also. It says, whereof I, Paul, am made a minister. All right? So you got to continue in this thing, in this faith, grounded and settled and not moved away. No, you got to stay firm. And like the brother brought out a good point, a lot of times your family and friends, they'll see that you're serious and they'll be provoked like, yo, he real with this. A lot of times, people have brought their family and friends into this truth. It was a blessing because they saw how you was moving. And, you know, the ones that came in sincere. Because sometimes your family, they'll just follow you into the truth because you're doing it. And then after a while, the spirit will weed them out because they didn't come in sincere. You know, they came in to follow you or because it was a group thing or a family thing. But sometimes it's sincere and your good works and discipline and your sincerity will provoke them. And they'll be like, they'll see the change that it brought for you and they'll want the same thing. Now the Most High bring them in also and they'll come in sincere. All right. Colossians 2:7. Rooted and built up. I'm going to start at 6. As ye have therefore received H.O.I, the Lord, so walk ye in him. Rooted and built up in him and established in the faith. You got to be rooted and built up in H.O.I and established in the faith. And strong, 10 toes down. All right. It says, as ye have been taught, abounding therein. You can't make this up. You cannot make this up. Abounding therein with thanksgiving. By Shema Mashiach Yahushai. I forgot that. I was looking for the rooted and built up. I forgot Thanksgiving was at the end of that verse. See that? So drop the mic. Bow. So you know Israel, stay rooted and settled in this gospel, in this truth. All right, you can't make this up. I'm going to read it again, verse 7. Rooted and built up in him, and established in the faith, as ye have been taught, abounding therein with thanksgiving. Beware lest any man spoil you through philosophy and vain deceit, after the tradition of men. After the tradition of men. These are traditions of men. This was not given to us by the Most High Mashiach Yahushua. All right, this was the Abraham Lincoln, I believe the 4th Thursday of every November, change the, made this the official day of the American so-called Thanksgiving. All right? And it's not of the Most High. All right? It was not ordained and set up by the Mashiach. So no, we're not dealing with that. You know what I'm saying? Most High not dealing with that. It's not ordained through the spirit of the Most High Mashiach Yahushua. All right? So, reading on, it says, beware lest any man spoil you through philosophy and vain deceit after the tradition of men. All right? It's after the tradition of men. It says, after the rudiments of the world or the principles of the world. The word rudiments means principles or elements or, the things, basically the things of this world. After the principles of this world and not after Hamashiach Yahushua. All right. So these things are not of Yahushua. We read earlier in St. John 10:22, the Thanksgiving that Yahushua kept was the Feast of Dedication of Hanukkah. And then we linked it up with 1 Maccabees 4:24 and Psalms 136, along with Colossians 2:7 now. There's your true thanksgiving out of the scriptures. And just giving thanks on the Shabbat, giving thanks each day when you wake up, giving thanks on all the other feast days, and just giving thanks to the Most High every day out of the year that he let you see another day. All right, so hey, that's that. I said I wasn't going to be on here this long. It's damn near 2 hours. God, right? So, Israel, that's just a little encouragement for y'all. A little lightweight encouragement for y'all to stay rooted, man. Stay rooted and settled and don't give in to your family. Don't give in to the turkey day. Matter of fact, tonight sundown is the new moon. Tonight, Wednesday night sundown is the new moon, 9th month, the month that brings in Hanukkah. All right, don't judge me, y'all. I got my little decorations up already in the spirit. I know y'all. That star of Molech is just a symbol, Israel. Just a symbol of the decoration. Damn it, is a snowflake. Winter's here. It's a snowflake. It's the lily. It's the atoms of man, which all are in 6 points. The lily is the Most High's favorite flower. You can look that up in 2nd Ezra's. And you can Google stargazer lily. It has the same symbolism as the so-called 6 points. So, is the Most High's favorite flower evil? Is the Most High's favorite flower the star of Renfan? Or the star of Molech? You know, stop the madness, family. All right, so once again, all right, don't be tempted by Turkey Day, by Shema Mashiach Yahushai. Hopefully y'all got something out of this basic lesson. If y'all learn one thing, I've done my job. If y'all got some edification, put a con 777 in the comments. All right. And you know, if you learned something you knew already, you still got edified. Put a con 777. All right. Don't be saying, Elder, I'm gonna just put a con 777 so I don't hurt the elder feelings. I knew all that stuff already. No, I'm just messing with y'all. No folly, no folly, no folly. So once again, the rest of the feast days for 2022 is tomorrow night, November 23rd, today, Wednesday, November 23rd at even, new moon 9th month. Saturday, December 17th. Saturday, December 17th at even, Feast of Hanukkah opening. The first day of the Feast of Hanukkah, Hanukkah Feast of Dedication. Thursday, December 22nd. Thursday, December 22nd at even, new moon 10th month. New moon 10th month. Saturday, December 24th at even. Saturday, December 24th at even, closing or 8th day of Hanukkah. Also, if you brothers and sisters, if you need your menorahs, I got the menorahs again for this year. Inbox me so you can place your order. I got the menorah letter holders. I'm just show y'all what I got for now, and I have more I'll be displaying. I got the teeny weeny menorah, like we used to have the teeny weeny afro. We have the 5-inch menorah with the 12 tribe symbols on the bottom of it. All right, we got the 10-inch menorah with the Shalom and the Jerusalem on either side. All right, so we also have larger sizes, 15-inch, 16-inch, 18-inch, 24-inch, 36-inch, 48-inch, all the way up. So inbox me or email me at houseofisraelnyc@gmail.com. All right. Before anybody gets simple, this is not to make merchandise off of the nation or you just want money off the people. All right. Some of y'all say the most gainsaying stuff. This is about getting Israel their products and what they need and about us supporting each other. All right, the water elder for the lessons, beautiful reminder. All praises, Sister Maureen. All praises, Kwame Ashala. But the most important thing is keep these feast days coming up. Keep the Feast of Dedication coming up. Get at me for your menorahs so you can burn your menorahs in your houses for the 8 days. Also, the calendars, the H.O.I calendars are ready, the new moon calendar. All right, and the feast day calendar will be ready in a couple of days. Y'all can get these. Just get at me. Just pay for the damn stamp, the postage, and, you know, I just send you the calendar. Basically, the calendar is free, but pay for the postage because send it priority 2-3 days, and you get your calendar. So the new moon calendar is out. It's ready. All right, for 2023. All the dates are on there from January to December. And the feast day calendar will be ready in a few days. We're working on that now. All right, so you'll have your calendars most I will before the month of November is out. We'll post them, you know, on the different social media sites, so you're still getting it for free. You can download it, or we can mail you actual physical copies, and you can just put it, you know, mark your calendar or whatever, however you want to do it. But we'll have it posted on Facebook, Instagram, all over, wherever, and you can download it or print it yourself. All right, so that's basically that, Israel, and keep these feast days coming up. Take off from work, do what you got to do, put in now. You got the dates. Somebody said something. Yeah, I got the candles and everything. No, I cannot, Brother Renard. You can go back and watch the video, brother. No, watch the video, damn it. Because then you can hear me bringing out the scriptures and elaborating on them and linking up. Because the scriptures I got on this list, I brought out other precepts to go with them. So watch the video over and get all the precepts. All right. Shalom, coming from Trinidad. Thank you, Elder. That was needed. All praises, all praises, all praises. All right. Hope y'all got edified out of this lesson. I do try to come, you know, when I get freed up and bring forth this word to y'all. It don't always have to be on the street. It's a pull up, rewind, Doc. God. Watch the video, goddammit, and get the precepts. Nah. I can send you the ones I got, but watch the lesson, because I brought out other precepts and other stuff to go along with it. All right. So like y'all know my lessons are real basic, impromptu. But if you learn one thing, I've done my job. You know, I try to keep it humble, and that's basically that, man. It's about this word. So any more questions or comments? Shalom, amin, yah. Anybody that's just coming in, just watch the video over, and you'll see what you missed. You know, yeah, everybody have a blessed and productive day. You'll get what you missed, and this will be posted up to the YouTube, probably to the different channels. All right. So that's basically that, Israel. Any more questions or comments? Any more questions or comments? Y'all got me up late or early, depending on how you look at it. Shalom, Sister Latrice. Looking forward to another trip back to the D. But I think I might wait, because the D get cold, boy. Whew. That Midwest, y'all up there by them Great Lakes, boy. There's no joke up there. I just came from New York and New Jersey and Philly. It was cold as hell on the East Coast, boy. Damn. But I'm from New York, so I can handle it. West Coast is lightweight compared to the East Coast, man. It's like spring out here. Anybody else? Anybody else? Anybody else? Any questions or comments? Any questions or comments? Any questions or comments? All right, so what the video is about 2 hours. So watch the video over, y'all, and y'all get all the precepts and you know, the breakdowns and how I brought them out or whatever. All praises. Yeah, hope to see you soon. See you soon too, sister. Y'all can come out here to me too now. Y'all can come out west. I can come out and see the elder sometime. Anybody else? Any questions or comments? Any questions or comments? Get at me. Inbox me if you need your calendars. Get your calendars now, because, you know, you got to put in for your jobs. You know, 2023 is almost here. So that's why we got them out to y'all. We getting them out nice and early. And put in on your job so you can have your days off. All right, so you got the calendar nice and early before 2023 come in, you know, and you can put in off of your jobs. All right. So that's basically it, y'all. This was an impromptu lesson. The Spirit just came on me and said, let me do something for the family since this Turkey Day is coming up, to encourage, especially, you know, the Spirit had me thinking about the new brothers and sisters. You know, that's really a concern, because you get that pressure from your family, And you know, you get sad. I see brothers and sisters go into depression and they upset and they, so all praises, brothers and sisters. All right, so any more questions or comments? Any more questions or comments? Hey, y'all know I love y'all, Israel, right? Y'all know I love y'all. Right? Even though y'all don't love me all the time. Nah, no folly. But I love my nation. All right? And I'm going to say this for the record. I don't give a damn what nobody say out there. I'm sincere about this truth. You know, I have flaws. I have shortcomings. I have weaknesses. I have sins. But don't ever question my integrity with this truth, Israel. All right? Because people make certain statements, they'll put certain stuff out there about you, you just want money out of the people, you just want women, listen, I got money and women when I was in the world. I don't need to use the truth for that, all right? I'm not an egotistical person, some people think we in this truth just because we want to rule over people. All right. And my younger years in this truth, I wasn't trying to be. I used to teach people and just send them somewhere else to fellowship. I didn't really want to lead. The spirit just, after a while, you've been in this truth for so long, as people just start gravitating to you because your wisdom and your experience. All right. Love you too. All right. Love you too, man. Love y'all. One of my favorite couples and families in Israel, man. That's my little sister. That's my little sister. All right. Love y'all too, man. That's my family, man. Beautiful family and couple, man. Beautiful family. All right. H.O.I. North Carolina in the building. Yeah. Tell my sister I love her too. Tell my little sister I love her too. So yeah, Israel, I'm just putting that out there because in the pressure you get from your family, if there's stuff going on in Israel at the time, you can start doubting. You can start doubting this truth. And I'm going to hit y'all with something. We're going to go through things. Things going to happen. If everything was perfect, we'd be in a damn kingdom. You think Satan just going to let us worship the Most High and everything going to be fine? No. We're going to be tempted. We're going to fall short. Even us elders and leaders, we go through stuff. We go through stuff too. Satan come at us harder sometimes. And y'all don't even know all the stuff we go through sometimes because we got to be strong for y'all. So we got to take on our burdens. Chief Ephraim in the building. Yeah. I try to do a late night but early morning live. Sometimes I like to go live late because you get less interruptions. If you go live during prime time, you get the trolls and the bug outs so sometimes I like to go live late so then when everybody wake up, they can just get it without too many interruptions. When you go late, 7, 8 o'clock prime time, that's when you get all the bug outs. You get people posting stuff that don't have nothing to do with the lesson. You get bug outs, you get trolls, you get people that want to challenge with their doctrines. A lot of times late night, you get less resistance. So, yeah, like I was saying, we in this pagan season, and while your family's tripping on you, it may be stuff going on in Israel. So now here comes the doubt. Maybe my family's right. Maybe this ain't for me. I need to just go to Auntie's house for Thanksgiving. This Israelite stuff is crazy. These people are off. But we're going to go through things. Why you think Yahweh said, he that endureth to the end, the same shall be saved? Matthew 24:13. Why you think the scriptures say gold is going to be tried in the fire? So we're going to go through stuff, Israel. Some people going to go the hell off in this truth. But what are you going to do? You going to stand strong? Some of us going to go off. The scriptures say a just man falleth 7 times. So things going to happen. What you going to do? Go to grandma's house and get some Christmas ham? oh, I ain't in this Israelite stuff no more. This stuff is crazy. No, you got to endure. All right, so that's just some encouragement for y'all. Go back, watch the video if you just came in late. A couple of precepts came out, a little bit of information. Maybe we'll turn it up tomorrow and Thursday a little bit more. Take advantage of this holiday season and get this word out because a lot of stuff is shut down. So you got a little bit more comfortability to be home and stuff like that. So, you know, Israel, get into your scriptures, you know, do some reading, some studying, tune into the new moon lessons, tune into the class lessons, any lives that's going on, and get fed this word. Take advantage of these next couple of days you might have off. All right, so that's it. I'm going to stop rambling on. Once again, if y'all got something from this lesson, I've done my job. I didn't mean to be on here this long, but it is what it is. All right, so Kwam Yashala, we still got next. Hallelujah. All praise to Yahweh by Shema Mashiach Yahushai. Don't be tempted by Turkey Day. No folly. Don't be tempted by Turkey Day. All right, stay strong, Israel. 10 toes down. Tell your family you'll see them when you see them. You love them. But it's about the Most High Yahushua. You will not be disrespecting your fellow Gadite brothers and sisters by partaking of this day. Remember, Salakia. Remember our brothers and sisters that gave their lives, man. Remember them Pequot Indians, man. You know, that lost their life. That first Thanksgiving Esau had, man. Remember them Pequot brothers and sisters, man, that was slaughtered and murdered for this Turkey Day. So don't disrespect them, man, by partaking of this day, all right? And we'll probably go into a little bit more, like I said, tomorrow, Thursday, whatever the case may be. But tonight, I wanted to encourage y'all so y'all can stay strong and not give in, especially you new brothers and sisters. You veteran brothers and sisters, you should know better already. All right? You should know better already. You know, you should know already. So any questions or comments? Again, any questions or comments? Again, any questions or comments? All right, I guess not. So I try to close out again. Again, repent, keep the commandments, and love thy neighbor as thyself. All right, no folly, no folly, no folly. All right. Yeah, Jake gonna be eating stovetop stuffing from a microwave kind. All right. So I don't see any more questions or comments. I think Ephraim had the last comment. Yeah, some of these Negroes gonna be eating out the microwave. But okay, anyway, don't get tempted by the Turkey Day, and remember the rest of the feast days coming up for 2022. I'll type them in on the title. I didn't feel like doing all that damn typing when I started, so I set them and quoted them. But I'll type them in on the title later. So all praise to Yahweh by Shema Mashiach Yahushai. Kwame Ashala, we still got next. Hallelujah. All praise to Yahweh and Yahushai forever and ever. Amen. Shah Kanaka coming up. All right, let's gear up. You know, that's why I got my little decorations up already. Trying to get us geared up in the spirit of Feast of Dedication. The hell with these other feasts, man. Let's get geared up and start in the Feast of Dedication. All right, so love ya, Yasha Allah. Ahabatham, Yasha Allah. Ahabatham, Yasha Aliyam. All right. Much love to all my Israelite brothers and sisters. All right. Kwame Shala. Young Lion is in the building. Shalom, son. Y'all all coming on here when I'm wrapping up, man. All right, it's 5 o'clock in the morning. I got to get at least 10 minutes of sleep now. But anyway, Kwame Ashada, no folly. So once again, gear up for the feast day season. Stay away from the pagan season. Stay away from the, don't get tempted by the turkey day. Keep the true feast days that are coming up. And we still got the calendar for the rest of 2022 if y'all need a reminder on that. And the calendar, like I said, the new moon calendar is out for 2023, and the feast day calendar is coming in a few days. So all that'll be ready, all right? So gear up, Israel. So I'm going to sign off. Pre-Sabbat, H.O.I. to the chariots fly. All the camps in Yahweh and Yahweh Shai throughout the four corners of the earth. Kwame Ashala, we still got next. Hallelujah. All praises to Yahweh and Yahweh Shai forever and ever. Amen. All the sincere camps in Yahweh and Yahweh Shai forever and ever. Amen. Kwame Ashala, we still got next. Hallelujah. Bring it out. H.O.I. pull up, boys. H.O.I. to the chariots fly forever and ever. Amen. Coming back with another live. Get these precepts, get this understanding, and continue in the faith, Israel. Don't get tempted by the turkey day or none of this pagan season that's coming up. Stay firm and keep the true feast days of the Most High. Ba'ashima Mashiach Yahushua. Kwame Ashala. Shalom. Kwame Ashala.